Hello dudes, it's Mailloux here back with another Wynncraft quest guide. Today we are taking a look at the Temple of the Legends. It's a combat level minimum of 68. It is a long quest, a really long quest. This is the longest quest so far. And yeah, talk to Kelight at the entrance of the Temple of the Legends close to Troms at those coordinates. And we're gonna wait with the right clicking to track it, because it basically just right over there, because we are right outside of Troms. Over there is the dungeon, over here is the entrance to Troms, and this is the Temple of Legends, and Kelight is right over there. But there's a lot of things we gotta do to prepare for this quest, because for this quest you have to do the quest The Mushroom Man, level 9 I think they changed it to. Creeper Infiltration, level 15. Maltic's Well, level 18 I think. Gravedigger, level 20. The Corrupted Village, level 26. Wrath of the Mummy, level 36. Ice Nations, level 40. And Bob's Lost Soul, level 45. It's also useful if you have done the level 57 quest The Passage, and also the level 8 quest Underwater. For this quest we need a lot of items. Some you can get, we're gonna get all of them before we start, but some I have already. We're gonna need the Mummy's Bandage from the Wrath of the Mummy, Corrupted Potato from the Corrupted Village, Maltic's Recommendation Letter from Maltic's Well, Bob's Crushed Soul from Bob's Lost Soul, Yaya Stain Bowl from Mushroom Man, and Sailor's Brothers Ashes from Gravedigger. We're also gonna need a Climbing Helmet from Ice Nations. We're gonna need a Creeper Mask from Creeper Infiltration. It's optional for a Breathing Helmet. I have a Breathing Helmet too, but any sort of breathing helmet works, so underwater or under ice. That's optional, so you don't really need that. Then we're gonna need 32 gold bars. You can also buy that in Rymic. I'll show you later. We need some loose emeralds because we are going to need to buy some Sea Skipper tickets. And then we need 1 Selchar scroll, 3 Troms scrolls, 1 Nemract scroll, 1 Deathless scroll, and 1 Rymic scroll. So as you can see, I have all items prepared already. But, and that's a big but, because there are some items that we can get ahead of time, so we don't have to get them for a later stage of the quest. So we're gonna start off by getting all the items before we even talk to Kelight. So we're gonna start off by going to Selchar. So we're gonna use up the Selchar scroll, and right here at Selchar we are going to head east to the coast, right on the side of the island here. And this is where the optional breathing helmet comes in, because we need to get an item called the Coral of Nelfors. And basically, if we go over to the east here, to the east of Selchar, we have this Seavale Reef. Now, you might have been here already, because you can dive here for loot and then sell it over in Selchar. But we're gonna equip our breathing helmet here, and we're gonna swim into the Seavale Reef, and here we are going to look for the Coral of Nelfors. And as you can see, items drop randomly in here, and we're so lucky that I found one already. It looks like this, and it's an untradeable item. Now you can get several other items, but we don't need them for the quest, but you can sell them over in Selchar. I'm just gonna try to get out of the water, because we're going to now head back to Selchar, the island here. Because now, from here, we're gonna go get the next item. That item is called Maro's Eye Jewel. That item we need to get from the Maro Peaks Islands. Now, the Maro Peaks, we need to take a Sea Skipper to. And that's why we're going here, because you can take a Sea Skipper to Maro Peaks from Selchar. That's why we're going in this order. And that's also why you need the Climbing Helmet. So, here we are, Sea Skipper. We're gonna go to the Sea Skipper, and we buy a ticket to, let's see, Maro Peaks. There we are. Now we can also switch helmet over to the Climbing Helmet, which you need for walking around in the Maro Peaks. You might need some potions for this. You might need some potions for the entire quest actually, but we'll get to that later. But for Maro Peaks, you might need some potions because there are high level mobs in the area. But we're going to try to rush past all of them because we're going to scroll out of there as soon as we have the eye jewel. Let's see. I don't want that. Okay, so we're now on Maro Peaks. Now you can shortcut this by just swimming straight from this island basically, but I'll show you the roadway. So we're gonna walk along here, and at this intersection we just continue around the same island as the Sea Skipper. But then we follow the path here and we cross to the next one over here. It's a bit of a way to go, but yeah, we're gonna continue to follow the path here, cross over to this one over here. And we cross over to this one. And this one we follow the path all around here. And try to dodge all of the mobs. Here we are. Okay. And right over here we can see this little arrow indicating that we can climb down here, and that's what we're going to do. Ow. Powerful mobs, be careful. We're gonna walk on this stone path here. You can either go down this cave and then use a teleport that teleports you over sort of to a cave at that cart, or we can just, you know, use a movement spell to get on the side of here. You're gonna pop out of a cave right over there if you follow that cave right down. But yeah, we're gonna just shortcut it over to this one and walk over here. And here I'll just show you the coordinates right there. You can pause if you still need help getting here. And now once we've gone through this cave, we can find this 3x3 hole. We just jump down and we can see the Maro eye jewels here. And we just grab one of those. And now instead of, you can go out here and drop through and then you climb some ladders to get out. But we are going to avoid all the mobs in that larger cave by taking the Raymec scroll, because now we're going to get the next item from Raymec. So once we're in Raymec, we're gonna head over sort of towards the bank area. Now if you don't have 32 gold bars, just go in there to the dealer merchant and buy gold using emeralds. But we're gonna go into the bazaar here, basically. We are going to find not the mushroom merchant, we're gonna find the fabrics merchant. And we're gonna buy this old Touroto Hide. There we go, we have that one. Now we're gonna use one of the Tromp scrolls. Let's see, these counts as aggressive even though they're passive, so we're just gonna run away. So we can use the scroll. And now, no, we're not ready to start the quest yet. We are going to get the last item here called the Aseado or Aseado Leaf. So we're gonna need to go into the Diurnal jungle for that one. And that one is a bit more dangerous, I think, because Maro's eye jewel is pretty easy to avoid the mobs from if you have the scrolls and you just keep on running. But this one is a bit trickier. So we're gonna head over to the Ibodu village and then take the path down into the Diurnal jungle. Okay, so we're gonna head up the path here to Ibodu village, then we're gonna take a right, and now we just follow the path here down into the Diurnal jungle. I'm gonna save up some sprint because we're gonna need that to avoid the mobs in the cave we're going to. So we're just gonna follow the path down all the way basically. Okay, here we are. So once we're down here at the bottom of the hill, we're gonna go past this shaman here and right to the left into this cave with all these warning signs outside of it, and we are gonna rush to the very bottom of it. So we're gonna just try to jump past all the mobs here. The path goes up there. You can also just try to go through the water, but more of a risk of getting stuck. We're just gonna dodge all the mobs here, try to go on the side until we get to this sort of fire. Right behind it in the grass here, the Aseado Leaf will spawn on the ground. There we go. Ow. Be careful, the mobs are very annoying and powerful, and they might kill you if you're doing this quest at level. Ow. But yeah, so now we just rush out of the cave. Let's see. Hopefully I'll make it. Could fight the mobs, but I prefer just rushing past everything you don't need to fight. But yeah, so now we're out of the cave, and just for the sake of not having to walk too much, we're gonna use one more scroll to Troms, and here we are. We're back in Troms, and now we can finally start the quest. So I'm just gonna head down here into the main square area. So once we have all of the items, we can save the Touroto Hide and the Aseado Leaf and the Garull and the eye jewel for later, but we need these 6 items for the first part. I'm gonna just take off the climbing helmet. We're also done with that one. But we're gonna start off by talking to Kelight. So let's talk to him. I see you want to enter this mighty temple. Do not deny it. I see it in your eyes. It's only natural, after all, to want to join the esteemed ranks of the legends, such as myself. You will need to prove yourself by fighting a powerful beast hidden deep in the cave beside me. However, as a legend, I'm very busy. Autographs and the sort, and that's not to mention my guard duty, so let's see if you're even worthy of my time. Bring me back 1 Yaya Stain bowl, 1 Maltic recommendation letter, and 1 corrupted potato, trophies of your accomplishments. And then we shift to start the quest, and now we give him those items. Yeah, that's a bit fast. Fork them over. I need to see if these are the real deal. Yes, this bowl certainly seems used, only that of a loony. Yeah, I could use this thing upside down and not spill a drop. I'd recognize that peasant's handwriting any day of the week. Reinand writes these IOUs all the time. And while I'd normally do a taste test, this potato obviously corrupted through and through. Mainly impressive, yes, but don't think you'll be getting in that easily. I'll need a bit more proof. Bring me back 1 Bob's Crush Shoal, 1 Silver's Brothers Ashes, and 1 Mummy's Bandage. Only true heroes could manage this task. So, now we give that to him. Back so soon? A little suspicious. Allow me to examine your trophies once more. These ashes look a bit too much like plain dust, but hey, they do smell rather burnt. I suppose these are the real deal. Ah, ancient Wynnic hieroglyphs. This bandage is definitely the true article. But there's no way you could possibly have gotten Bob's soul. My god, he disappeared years ago. How did you even... I mean, well done. Perhaps you're as strong as you pretend. Move along. This creature that I task you to fight is no ordinary foe. You see, it is not just a powerful minion of corruption. It is believed that this creature was the one of the miners who ventured into the Nether portal. It is so powerful that simply entering this cave will weaken you, even with the best equipment. Getting close to it will quickly corrupt you, which is why we must craft you a protection helmet. Only a light whose origin is from the same realm as the monster can protect you against such a beast. Now, a friend of mine, Jorkin, studies the Nether. He knows more about this than even myself, so go to him and explain the situation. So, this is where our Deathless Scroll comes in. We're gonna take our Deathless Scroll, and now we're gonna head to the Nether. So, we're gonna head out the exit towards Ragni here. And then we're basically just gonna sort of go in this direction. We could have also taken the exit to Nessak now that I think about it. But anyways, we're just gonna go over to the south here. Up. Go through this wall here. You can see the roots of the corruption here. And we're just gonna climb up here instead of having to go around. I'm gonna speed this up as much as possible because this is one of the longest quests. It's the longest quest up until now, I think. Also the hardest up until level 68. So, anyways, we're now at the roots of the corruption. Here's the entrance. And we're gonna enter. If you did studying the corrupt, you've been here before. We're sort of gonna go in the same direction actually. Because we're gonna go at this path here, as you did for that quest as well. We're gonna jump over here, follow the path, and then just go to the left here, where we can find this little house built into the mountainside. Make sure to close the door beside you, or behind you, so no mobs enter. Jorkin! You may want to get out of here, traveler. The Nether is very dangerous. Oh my, you want to attack him? That's a horrid beast. Are you mad? Kelight keeps sending adventurers like you to their deaths with his ascendant tasks. Fine, if you're really so determined to walk to your death, I can tell you where to go. On the other side of the Nether from here, there's a cave full of light dust you'll need. Powerful corrupteds live in that cave, so be very careful retrieving it and bring back to me once you find it. So we exit. Now we just go to the other side here. Oh, be mindful of the holes in the ground. I always tend to miss them, but we're gonna go over to the other side here, this path. And we're gonna enter the cave with the lights in it. And this one, just run through it. Run past all the mobs. Dodge as much of them as you can, because they are strong. And yeah, you don't have to fight them, so no need to. Watch out, there is soul sand to try to slow you down in certain spots. But just keep to the sides and you should be fine. There used to be a way to cheese the parkour in this one, because there's going to be a parkour at the end of the cave. But I'm not sure if they have changed that. So let's see. More soul sand. Just jump. And that will not slow you down as much. No, they haven't really changed it. You could just use movement spells. But we're going to be doing this the correct way. There we are. And now we can just grab some light dust. And then head through this exit. Here we are, and now we can just cross over to the other side and give this to Jorkin. Okay, here we are. Close the door. Jorkin, you may have the light dust then. Hand it here, I want to see something. Ah, just as I thought. Even this light has been corrupted by the Nether. Sorry, looks like you can't fight him. Go home. There's no fooling you, is there? You really are committed to trying to fight him. Well, I wasn't lying when I said the light dust was corrupted, but there is a way to purify it. An old acquaintance of mine, Rayshyroth, has a method. He lives on Mage Island. He knows even more about the thing than I do. In my years of studying the Nether, maybe he'll be able to talk you out of it. So this is where our Nemract scroll comes to play. We're just going to take that, and we are going to take this light dust and head to Mage Island. We're going to walk over to the Sea Skipper and buy ourselves a ticket to Mage Island. So, Mage Island, there we are. Okay, here we are, Mage Island. So, where do we find Rayshyroth? Well, we're gonna walk over here, and here we can see this floating blob in the sky. We're gonna walk along the path here, where we can find this lovely parkour. Yep, parkour. So we just do the parkour, and then we head up the stairs. And up here, we find Rayshyroth. Oh, well, greetings. What brings you to our quiet, lonely island, let alone all the way up here? I see, yes, the corruption of the blasted nether portal is rather potent. I'm not surprised this would need purification. Well, I can certainly do it, but I'll need the materials to do so. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle by now, right? You see, below my house here, there is a wellspring from which a powerful magic flux generates. It creates a unique magic vapor if disrupted, which I can use to purify the dust for you. I would say, given how badly corrupted this is, I will need at least 12 sky vapor for the task. So, now we talk with that, we finish that, and we can now head back down here. So this is an item you can't really prepare for because you need the quest book update. I fell, but that doesn't matter. The cave is right underneath here. And we need to fight the skyflux here. Most of them are in the cave, so we're just gonna go and gather 12. But yeah, you can't gather these beforehand because you need a quest book update to be able to access this area. So let's just try to get the 12 we need. If you're doing this at level, they will be a bit more difficult to kill. Just 4 more. And we need just 1 more. And there we go. We have now 12 sky vapor. So now we can head back up out of the cave here and do the parkour to get back to Rayshyroth. Oh, well, dang it. Oh, come on. Well, Wynncraft hates me, right? Parkour. Hoop, hoop. Now I'm out of sprint. Hoop, hoop. And there we go. Okay, now we can head back up here to Rayshyroth. And we can give him the 12 sky vapor. Ah, you're back with the sky vapor. Sorry about the climb. Even I found it rather inconvenient at times. While I perform the ritual to purify this, I'd like to ask you something. Do you know exactly what it is you'll be fighting? Don't look so surprised. I know exactly what you need light dust for. The corruption warding helmet to allow you to fight the corruptor of worlds. Yes, I imagine that Kelight didn't bother telling you that was his title. I also surmised that you were given a few details of how he came to be. The beast, now known as the Corruptor of Worlds, used to be a simple mining captain during the expeditions that uncovered the nether portal. He was the first to enter that wicked realm. The poor man was never heard from again. Well, that's until the corrupted hordes began to pour from the nether, with him leading the pack. A bit ironic, isn't it? Led the miners in life, the corrupteds in death. His mining crew there lasted hardly minutes. He personally slaughtered every single one of his original crew and thousands more. The energies of the nether have made him monstrously powerful. Just remember that no one, aside from that snooty Kelight, will think less of you should you choose not to fight him. Here is your light dust. Whatever you decide to do next, I wish you only the best of luck. And now, we take a Tromp scroll to Tromps and we head back to Kelight. Okay, we're back at Kelight. Let's give him the purified light dust. Ha! Took you long enough. This is the light dust, I presume? I'll hold on to this for now. While it's a vital ingredient for creating your protection helmet, we need the actual helmet now. Now, I knew a man named Garull. Once he kept ranting and raving about creepers existing, can you believe? It's like suggesting a dragon will attack Deathless. When I suggested the notion to be silly, he stopped coming to visit me. He's lost. Nevertheless, he's a very skilled craftsman and can create the helmet we need. I have unfortunately no idea where he is now, but given how you've proven yourself thus far, you should have very little trouble, Come back if you can manage to get a hold of that helmet. So, this is why doing the passage quest can be useful, because now we're gonna go to the Creeper's Cave from Creeper Infiltration, and we're gonna speak to Garull. So if you've done the passage quest, we can just take the Trom's Tunnel right into the Pigman Ravine. But if you haven't done it, don't worry, just grab a Ragni scroll and then head into the Pigman Ravine and to the Creeper Cave. But anyways, here we are. We're gonna take the tunnel here. Okay, and now we head to the left here. I'm just gonna equip the creeper mask. Oh yeah, you can't shift click on a mask, you have to place it. And here we have the creeper cave. So we're gonna enter. We're gonna do this parkour here. So much parkour in this one. Oh man. Oh, we can swim up on this one. There we are. And then we lead the creeper down. Come on, charge creeper. It looks weird because of my shaders. It doesn't want to show the blue glow around him. So he blows up here. And what you might not have noticed in Creeper Infiltration is that there's a little building in here with Garull inside. Yep. Oh god, don't scare me like that. Who even are you? Ah, you were sent from Kelight for a protection helmet? I can do that, sure. But there's a few complications. See, I usually use something called Touroto Hide to make my armor. It's extremely resilient, magic resistant, and tough to break. But this also makes the Touroto themselves almost impossible to kill. Getting Touroto Hide is extremely difficult. I do know of a black market for it in Rymek, but they only sell useless old Touroto Hide gotten from the ones that died of old age. It's almost no better than just plain leather. So for me to craft you this helmet, I'll need you to bring me not just the old Touroto Hide, but also the means to restore it to its previous power. Do listen up, there's a lot to tell you. There's the Aseado Leaf grown someplace in the Diurnal jungle. It has powerful medicinal qualities, supposedly able to reverse aging. Then a Maro's Eye Jewel, which is an amazing magical focus from, well, the Maro Peaks. Using its dust, I'll be able to return its magical resilience manually. Finally, I'll need a coral of Nelfors, which can be found in the Sea Vale Reef. This is what I need to use to enchant the hide to be magically resistant. I wrote all of that in your quest book. If you can get it all, come back to see me, but don't be so sneaky about coming up to me, please. So, since we gathered all of those items in the beginning, we can now just hand all of these items in. So, let's hand them in. Thank you for listening to me about not being so quiet coming over here. I'm guessing you've got everything? Alright, this should go quickly. For however pompous Kelight is, he's right in sending you to me to craft this. Now, I want to warn you about something. I've heard stories about the enemy you need this helmet to face. None of them good. While I have seen people return from killing the beast he talks about, it isn't often. Be very careful should you choose to fight it. So we now get the Helmet of Legends, and now we can just head through the exit here. There we are, and we can now head back to Kelight. Instead of using another scroll, we're just going to use the passage here. Took a bit of a shortcut there, but we just need to head back to Kelight. Okay, here we have him, Kelight. Oh, so you actually managed to find the blighter. I was getting tired of waiting for you. Now, if you'll hand over the helmet, I'll apply the light dust. Afterwards, you may enter the cave. Hopefully, you'll do better than the last group that tried to fight him. 6 fighters strong. Never came back. Bring me concrete proof of your triumph over the beast, and I will grant you passage into this Temple of Legends. And now we get this unidentified helmet, so we're gonna head back into Troms to identify it. So, we're now at the boss fight stage. Welcome, you made it this far. Now comes the hard part of the quest. Yes, next part is the hard part. What we just did was the easy part. Because now we're gonna fight the Corruptor of Worlds. And believe me, it is one of the harder bosses. It's gonna be the hardest boss you've ever fought up until now, if you're doing sort of all quests at level. So, we're gonna... What am I doing in the bank? Sorry. Rambling on. We're gonna head over to the identifier, and we are going to identify this helmet. For this boss battle, you might actually need some friends. You're gonna need a lot of potions. I'm thinking I might actually need to get some potions myself. So, the potion merchant is right over here. I would also recommend getting elemental potions. Defense potions and intelligence or strength, depending on... Agility is always good. Mana potions, really good to quickly regenerate your mana. Now, I might not need these. I haven't fought the boss in a while, even though I'm such a high level. Don't underestimate him. If I remember correctly, and if they haven't changed the boss, we'll see when we get there. The boss is weak to fire and air, but you might need a party for this one. And if you keep on dying, don't worry. Just head on over to the Wynncraft Discord, over to the sort of a party planning section, and just ask for help. People are always glad to help fellow Wynn players with boss fights. Anyways, we have the helmet on, so now we can enter. So we're gonna enter the cave here, and we're gonna go through this teleport. So we're gonna go through the cave here. Just rush through it, basically. Here it's gonna stop us for a bit, showing us the Corruptor of Worlds. There he is. Hello. Now we can continue walking. Just gonna go around here. Then we're gonna go through this. Yes, you can go through this. And then we're gonna drop down. Now this is not the boss battle in here. There's gonna be a lot of mobs spawning in here, but we're gonna head through the cave in the back, as you can see over there. All these mobs, just run past them. Just ignore them. They're just there to bother you, but don't worry. Just run past them. I'm gonna take a defense potion. Here we are. Now we just go through here. It puts us in the soul sand here, and here comes the big boss, and he does that. And yes, the boss room is this small. Yeah, weak to fire and air. There he is. He is fast, so a good tip is to keep moving. Just move around. If you're doing this, if you're getting help with this from a party, bring some mages to heal. He is rather powerful. Last time I fought him, he had an uppercut spell, yeah, just keep on using movement spell, dodge him to the best of your ability, and just basically try to survive. And once you've gotten him, I think I got him, he drops this, the Corrupted Heart. So, just gonna go through the exit here with it. There we are. And we pop out of the fountain, and we can now head down to Kelight. I'm gonna take off the helmet here. And we're gonna head down to Kelight outside the Temple of Legends. I know the boss battle looked easy, but if you're doing this quest at level, trust me, it's not easy. You did it. How? Even one so brave and powerful as myself could not possibly survive against. I mean, of course you were able to defeat the beast. I believed in you from the very start. You are welcome into the Temple of Legends with my permission. Feel proud of your accomplishment. And there we go. Quest completed, the Temple of Legends. 550,000 experience points, access to the Temple of Legends, 1 purified helmet of the Legends, and unlocked tome slot. You unlock, whoops, wrong menu. You have now unlocked one of these. There we go, a Dungeoneering Mastery tome slot. You've now unlocked that, and you can now access the Temple of the Legends, which can be useful for when you complete the level 74 quest Reincarnation. They have a weapon merchant for the reward of that quest. There's also a boss altar right over here, the Arena of the Legends, but the most useful part of the Temple of Legends is going to be the training hall, where you can fight these level 70 trainers, and they are really useful. If you're doing this at level, this is an awesome grind spot to use. You can just head on through, fight these guys, and when you're done or just want to escape, just go through the teleport. And that's that. Congratulations, you did it. Anyways, that was it for this quest guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.